one of the guys that get a lot of the credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com. Coverage of the 2022 Arnold Classic weekend brought to you by High-Tech Pharmaceuticals. Standing here with two Carlos Thomases. We have the 2021 NPC Super Heavyweight and Overall Champion, Carlos Thomas, and the man who made it all possible, Carlos Thomas Sr. I'm going to start with Sr. Why not? This guy gets all the glory. How early on did you know that he had a gift for bodybuilding, that he could do something special with it?
I want to say as early as 2013 or 14, I would say that we knew that he could really do something in bodybuilding.
You started at as a middleweight in the national level, and looking at those pictures, I don't think too many people would have predicted this. Did you have a long-range vision at that point of what you could look like eventually?
Yes, I definitely did. I remember at the 2016 or 2017 we ran into Neil Hill at the 2016 Nationals. Ran into Neil Hill. My first national show, I got dead last. He saw me and he said, "You know what? Your body's not made to be a middleweight. It's made to be a heavyweight, a super heavyweight." And at that point, I was like, "You know what? I got to put some more size on, and I got to fill out my body." So I knew that it would take some time, and that's all we did. We had the patience, and we knew it would come soon.
Dad, I give you a lot of credit because not only were you supportive, but you made sure he got his master's degree before he returned to competition, because there was like a 3-year gap where he didn't compete. 4-year gap.
Yeah, 4-year gap.
You know, why, knowing that he had that potential, you know, why didn't you just let him run with bodybuilding? Did you realize that maybe bodybuilding isn't always the golden ticket?
Oh, not by any means. We knew bodybuilding was always going to be in there, but bodybuilding is just a small part of who he is. And the rest of those parts is school, work. I mean, he's playing a good role right now.
So you saw the show. I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me your personal, if you were a judge, just give me how you, and there's no right or wrong, obviously. How do you, if everyone looks exactly the same tonight, how would you see the top 5?
The top 5, I would have to say, for me, it would be a coin toss between Brandon and William. But honestly, like, I would probably give William the slight nod. But you know, it can go either way. Like, that's really something that can go either way. And then in third, I would probably say I could see Steve there in third. Justin falling in that 4th spot. He looks good, but Steve brought that detail that we've all been looking for. You know, from last year, he brought some good detail in this year. And then I would say, rounding out the top 5, I have to say Samson. I love his structure, though. I love his structure. I love his lines. Brett has a great posterior. You know, his glutes edged out, back full. But I just love that. I love the lines of Samson, and I think we'll give him a slight edge against him. Slight edge. But it could go either way tonight. When Brett comes back drier, it can go. He could definitely move up a spot.
Do you want to be on this stage 1 year from today?
Yeah, that's the plan. Actually, I would love to be on the stage next year. I would love to do it. You know, it's always been a dream of mine, and I want to, you know, be on the biggest stage possible, and I want to bring the best package possible.
We haven't talked in a couple months, and the last I heard, you were thinking about maybe New York Pro this year for pro debut. Do you have a different plan now, or are you still going to maybe compete this year?
Well, I'm going to see how my body progresses as far as like the improvements we want to make. I have an image in my head of how I want to look and what I want to present to the stage, and you know, I want to bring something that's special and that's different than what we brought to the Nationals. So if we feel ready for that, then possibly. But you know, as you guys know, I'm no stranger to taking time off and getting the work done. So if that's what it calls for, then we'll do that.
Dad, where would you like to see him make his pro debut in a dream scenario?
2023 Arnold Classic.
Why not? Big stage, big money, big coverage. Yeah.
I mean, I believe in him, and I believe in his physique, and I think he can stand with anyone once he get to where we needed to go. And it's just up from here. It can only get better.
I don't mean to blow smoke, but man, it's very, very rare that I see someone that said, this guy's turning pro this year and he's going to be a great pro very quickly. It's not going to take him years. Combination of genetics and drive and intelligence. When you put all that into one person, it's very, very hard to beat that person. So, we're all expecting big things from you because you have that much potential. So we're all looking forward to seeing what you do. If it's not this year, if it's next spring, whenever it is, take your time, do it right. That's been the way you've been doing it so far.
Yeah, it's paid off. So.
It's paid off.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be looking at the New York Pro as well next year. So once I compete, I want to do shows. I want to be competitive, and I want to put myself out there and let people know that, you can take the time off and you can come back better and you can do this. You don't have to always be one-dimensional.
All right. Thank you, Carlos Thomas Jr., Carlos Thomas Sr. Appreciate it all. For muscular11.com, thanks for watching.